Well, good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a lovely autumn harvest salad. This is really good for Thanksgiving or for Christmas or for New Year or any time in the fall when you would just like to have the delicious flavors of the season. The main ingredients that make this a fall festival for your mouth, we have roasted butternut squash, roasted sweet potato, we've got an apple that's fresh, we've got some goat cheese, although you could use blue cheese. We have toasted pecans. You can use crumbled bacon, and in my case for this I used prosciutto. And we've got the greens, of course, which are mostly arugula. We also use some baby greens. And then we top the whole thing off with a nice maple Dijon dressing. This is also a recipe that you could make as a pasta salad. You just would substitute in your favorite pasta instead of the greens. So let's get started. And as always, I'll include all the ingredients in the description box below, so you'll have an easy time when you go shopping. We're going to start by preheating our oven to 400 degrees. All right, friends, welcome back to my kitchen. We're going to be making another Thanksgiving side dish. I actually tried this dish at my nephew's wife's house when they had a birthday party for their little 1-year-old just about a month or so ago. It was so delicious. This is an autumn themed salad, and the main ingredients are, of course, some kind of greens. Arugula is basically what's called for. We're going to roast some sweet potato, carrot, and diced butternut squash. We're going to add the greens. We're going to use pecans, prosciutto that we crisp up. We're going to cook that a little. I know you don't ordinarily cook prosciutto, but we're going to crisp that. And we're going to have a dressing that's maple Dijon. We're going to put a little goat cheese in there. And the dressing also has lemon juice, so it's got a lot of flavors that are really good. So let's get started on making this ourselves. I had it and I couldn't believe how delicious it was, so I got the recipe from her and I wanted to share with you guys. Alrighty, we have diced up 3 carrots, 1 sweet potato, and that butternut squash. And we're going to roast this now. But first, we're going to add salt and pepper, one ounce of extra virgin olive oil, a couple of tablespoons if you need to convert it from a tablespoon measure, and 4 tablespoons or 2 ounces of maple syrup. So this is going to brighten up and sweeten those veggies. Now we're going to mix this all together until everything is evenly coated with the oil and the maple syrup. I like to kind of use my non-stick pan. You can do this also on on a sheet pan for cookies. And we're going to roast these in that 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes, or until the sweet potatoes and the squash are tender. Gosh, this might actually be better on a sheet pan. Maybe I'll do that. Alrighty, I lined my sheet pan here with some foil for easy cleanup. And I'm going to put the veggies on here, spread them out evenly. Ooh, the oven is hot enough to throw them in, so we're making good progress here. Okay, so our veggies have that little bit of mapley glaze. I'm going to spread them out as thinly as I can because this is a lot of veggies. roasted evenly as possible. Okay, let's get these into the oven and see how this does for 15 minutes or so. Our next step is we want to remove the prosciutto from its package and put it into a frying pan on medium heat because we want to get this nice and crispy, and then we're going to break it into crumbles for the salad. So we've got our prosciutto here. Ooh, it's been 20 minutes and my veggies are probably done, so I'm going to turn off the oven. I'll check those in just a minute. But I don't want to leave this prosciutto unattended. I know a lot of you are saying, oh, that's heresy, you do not cook prosciutto. Well, for this recipe, we do. Kind of similar to having crispy bacon bits in your salad. Of course, if you don't have any prosciutto on hand, you can just use bacon. Cook that till crisp and crumbly, and it'll give you the same effect, the same flavor profile. And we've almost got the whole 6 ounces crisped up. I think that looks probably done, pretty close to done. I'm just looking at each piece individually because I want it to be done to where it'll be crispy, and I don't want it to get burned, obviously. And I don't want it to get overcooked like shoe leather. I think we're about there with most of this. This back piece looks like it needs the most time, but the rest looks like it's pretty well done. This looks like it's going to be fine. Okay, this piece is ready. These look pretty much ready. Okay. I think you could probably substitute bacon bits in your salad if you wanted to. Ham, regular bacon. But if you can find this, it's very tasty. Okay, I think that's about it. Okay, now you can use this pan, add a little bit of butter because the prosciutto is pretty lean, and you can use it to toast your pecans. We have here a beautiful mountain of prosciutto. As soon as it's cool enough to handle, I'm going to be able to crumble that up to put it in the salad. Our time is up for the veggies, and they look pretty good. Let's get those out of the oven. Okay, our veggies are done. You want to test the squash and make sure it's sort of tender. The butternut squash is tender, and these little sweet potatoes are tender. And it took longer than 20 minutes. I would say, I think it needed a little bit more time than that. But anyway, these are done. I'm going to just let these cool. Alrighty, it is the next day. Today is Thanksgiving, and I'm getting ready to put this salad together. The butternut squash looks good, the sweet potatoes look good, but I didn't like the carrots. I felt like the carrots are a little too tough, so I'm going to cut them smaller. The actual original recipe calls for shaving the carrots with a like a vegetable peeler, but when my nephew's wife made this, I felt like the carrots were just mushy, and I wanted them a little more, but I think I left them too chunky. So I'm going to cut these probably into long strips like mini fries, and I'm going to toast them on the stove top because I still have to toast my pecans, and then this salad will come together pretty quickly after that. So let's go ahead and get these carrots cut a little more finely, and I'll toast them. Yeah, see, they're just a little crunchier than they should be. Kind of surprising because the sweet potatoes and the butternut squash are pretty soft, but they were cubed in very small cubes. But that's okay, we can fix this. So I'm just sort of mini French frying them, and I don't think I'll even use this many. Well, possibly. We'll see, we'll see. Have to just get these in a little more edible form. More salad sized. Okay, I'm just gonna toast these carrots to get them a little softer. I've got them over a medium-high heat, and I'm going to roast the pecans at the same time. This is just pecans and butter, and we're just going to toast them over a medium heat until they're nice and toasty. And have it'll bring out the oil of the pecans and make them smell good and taste really nice too. Now, you don't have to toast them, but I think it makes them taste a little better. And if you'd like to toast these and make them sweet, you can do that too. Make your own sweetened pecans. Okay, after these are toasted and ready, we'll come back. The pecans are nice and toasty. They smell really good. You can see where they're kind of brown. And I think the carrots are good here too. They have a little bit of a brown to them. And they're softer, so that will be good for our salad. All right, we're going to add the carrots back in. Toasted pecans. Gosh, I have a lot of toasted pecans. I'm going to add about a half a cup of craisins or dried cranberries. And since it's a harvest fall salad, I'm going to put some Granny Smith apples in there, just chopped up. Next comes our crumbled prosciutto. I had this in the refrigerator overnight. Okay, so we'll get this mixed up. Quite the conglomeration of ingredients here, isn't it? You can do this with pasta also, if you want to make a pasta salad. But my nephew's wife decided it was pretty good as a green salad, and I agree. Looks pretty good. Our next step is to make the dressing. Oops, one more thing we need to add. Our goat cheese crumbles. About 4 ounces or so. Don't want to forget that. So this I'm going to mix. I'm going to cover this separately from the dressing and the lettuce. And we're going to mix it when we get to our gathering, our family gathering. So I think it's better if you just mix it up right before serving, as far as the lettuce and the dressing, because we don't want the lettuce to get wilty on us. Now I use this container of goat cheese crumbles. You could probably substitute whatever you like for cheese. Something soft, you could probably use blue cheese, cotija, you know, whatever cheese you like, but I think goat cheese works well. Okay, so I'm going to cover this, get it ready to go. Next step is to make the dressing. Alrighty, on to make our dressing. First, we're going to start with the juice of a lemon. So bear with me here while I try to get the juice out of my lemon here. Not the easiest task of the day. It actually works better when you put the lemon upside down like this. Seems counterintuitive, but it does work better. Okay. I think I've pretty much got the juice out of that lemon. Now, looks like I got a little seed in there too. Get that seed out. Okay, so we've got lemon juice. We've got a ½ cup of extra virgin olive oil. We've got 4 tablespoons or 2 ounces of maple syrup. And we have salt and pepper to taste. So I'm going to use some freshly cracked black pepper. Okay, that ought to be good. And some salt. Whisk this together and it'll be ready to go. And you want to put this on immediately before serving, just like with any salad dressing. You put it on too soon, by the time an hour or so goes by, your lettuce will be wilted. So there it is. Oh, and I almost forgot. About a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Can't forget the mustard. So we've got that mustard and lemon and counteracting the sweet of the maple. Oh, that looks great. Okay, so we're going to pack up the dressing, the lettuce, and the rest of the salad I've already put together, and we're going to take it to our event. Let's see how it goes over once we get there. All right, so we have our autumn vegetables here, with our prosciutto and our apple and all the good things that are in there, carrots. There's some dried cranberries. So all we have to do is add our lettuce mix. And I'm using about half baby lettuce. Well, and half arugula. And you just throw in there however much you think you're going to need. I went a little heavier on the arugula. The original recipe calls for just using arugula, but I thought some kind of different greens in here would be nice too. Okay. So we're going to just toss this. Probably would have been easier if I would have put the greens in first. Well, you know what they say about hindsight. It's a little easier to just get the spatula and kind of fold it together. Smells really good. It's even got the colors of fall in here. The greens, the golds, burgundy from the cranberries, the orange and the off-white from the butternut squash and the sweet potato. And well, friends, there you have it. I transferred it to a pretty serving bowl. This is something that will be you'll just be so proud to put this on your holiday table. We made that beautiful maple Dijon dressing, but I'm going to just put that on right before we serve it. It's delicious. It's got all the flavors of the season. The roasted vegetables, the roasted pecans, the cranberries, carrots, the crumbles of cheese, just everything so good in here. And I'm going to we'll just apply dressing, the maple Dijon dressing, right before you serve it. Now, another thing you can do with this dish is you can actually make this as a pasta salad. Instead of using the greens, just throw yourself a bag of pasta in some boiling water, cook it up, and make it as a pasta salad. You can even use the same dressing, and that gives it another twist on this lovely recipe. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you try it. It's really delicious. Thank you to my nephew's wife who showed me the recipe. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more great recipes. We'll talk to you all again later. Bye-bye. So enjoy. Happy Thanksgiving. Gotta get it all.